What's the hubbub? We've discovered the Zack Snyder DC only fans are reaching new heights of strange cope. Yes, the James Gunn DCU is continuing on. There hasn't been a change to this, but the Restore Snyderverse channels keep wanting to create news and not report news. I mean, look at Aaron Fisher's last thumbnails. It's always about trying to get viewers to click on some doom and gloom fall of the DCU clickbait agenda and give an angle to why Zack is back. These are less DCU updates and more DCU forced hate. Boom, still not restored? Seriously though, in my last video I covered 3 of the most popular Snyder bro lies perpetuated. There is still a Gunn versus Snyder debate raging on over the 2013 Man of Steel and 2025 Superman film. To clarify, I'm not dumping on Man of Steel, I'm simply pointing out this continued lie of Superman losing $42 million is ridiculous. I gave the math of where it comes from, which was derived from a Forbes contributor article. All I'm saying is if you take the trade's reported full budget figures and do the same Forbes math on Man of Steel, yes, bros, it loses $40 million. You guys are wrong on the entire topic, and it's sad copium. Based on industry analysis and financial reporting, the total budget, production plus marketing for Man of Steel is often estimated at approximately $375 million. That is the combined production and marketing budget. Based on 2025 reports, Superman had a reported total budget of roughly $350 million. That is the combined production and marketing budget. If you assume a 50/50 split, the way Forbes did for Superman, then $617 million divided by 2 equals approximately $308 million. We take that total revenue figure and compare it to the $350 million total budget. $350 million minus $308 million equals a $42 million loss. If you apply the same method to Man of Steel's $670 million divided by 2 equals $335 million. The total budget was $375 million. $375 million minus $335 million equals a $40 million loss for Man of Steel. Again, that is assuming a 50/50 split, which I do not agree with as a premise. The whole point is that applying the exact same math to Man of Steel also shows a loss. You Snyder bros want to count a $42 million loss off a faulty premise. Now let's cover some actual DC updates on the Hubbub. Please subscribe to be a Hubbub homie, by the way. It's free and lets you know when the latest content drops. Just tap the notification bell. 2027 marks the first time both Batman and Superman will have their own solo movies releasing in the same year. The Batman Part 2 is officially set during winter in Gotham City. What happened to its cancelled Snyder bros?
It's all about James Gunn. It's all about James Gunn, and I would love to be proven wrong. I would. I hope the Batman 2 gets released, but I'm not counting on it. I look at the history of Warner Brothers and the crap that they pull. They do not care about the audience. They do not care about the fans of these IPs. They don't.
Gunn said, well, Matt Reeves really just takes a slow-ass time. So, you guys, when are you going to say enough is enough? It's not coming out. And the reason why it's not coming out because James Gunn and DC Studios they don't want it to come out. So, it's not coming out, you guys. And this is on James Gunn and DC Studios. You gotta ask why? Well, I can tell you why. James Gunn is putting things he wants in his mediocre universe.
Ouch, you all look bad on that lie. As for DCU Batman plans forward, James Gunn stated, "Do I have ideas about actors to play Batman? Absolutely I do. I have guys I like. I have guys that are at the top of the list. I know one actor in particular who's a pretty big star that wants to be Batman. We've talked about it, but I'm not sure. This may change depending on more information, but to me, my top 3 Batman potential casting choices would be Jacob Elordi, Alan Ritchson from Reacher, and Brandon Sklenar. Let me know in the comments if you have any favorite actors in mind. Incidentally, Bill Skarsgard says he believes he has a pretty cool Joker in him and would be interested in playing the clown, Prince of Crime in the DCU. Also, Greg Mottola, Peacemaker, Superbad, is reportedly the frontrunner to direct DC Studios' untitled Deathstroke and Bane movie. Still, the Snyder Bros pretend nothing is going on for the active DCU, and they are wrong as always, coping foolishly. Lantern's showrunner Chris Mundy says the series will balance Green Lantern's rich mythology with HBO-style prestige drama. The fun of it was trying to create a real, layered drama while still staying true to the spirit of what makes the comics so special. We wanted it to be accessible for anyone who doesn't know the canon, but at the same time satisfying for people who know the lore in minute detail. Creature Commandos Season 2 Episode 1 is titled Starry Night, as revealed by showrunner Dean Laurie. James Gunn reveals that Clayface ends up in prison after the events of Creature Commandos. On Man of Tomorrow, Gunn was asked how shooting is going. He stated, "Beautifully and unstintingly. The writing of the script came very easily to him, and it sounds like the next movie installment he's directing is off to a good start." Related to this, Matthew Lillard has reportedly been cast in Man of Tomorrow in an unidentified role. Fans can't help but speculate, and the top theory is he's playing Plastic Man. I thought that was Henry Cavill's role. Kidding, just kidding. I like Henry. Okay, not to the point of harsh critics who would eat his chest hair, but no problem with him directly. We all know the DCEU Snyder established flopverse did him wrong. Instead of a Brainiac sequel to Man of Steel, he was forced into Batman vs. Superman, which they had Kal-El so dark it felt like Batman vs. Batman with superpowers. No one stays good in this world delivered by the supposed Superman is like Jesus in the Bible saying, "I'm not dying for your sins, I'm too busy making my own." Way to go, Snyder. So what do you guys think on the latest updates? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. With that, it's today's Hubbub. No Snyderverse, no problem.